stream. We're in it to win it now.
This is
And
it.
yeah, so let's speed run quickly through OP spells. We got Elder Dragon Form, we got Astral Step, maybe Walrus Punch on ranged, and Demonic Purge. Unleash can be insane as well.
I'm gonna say the thing that stands out to me is the Unleash with the Avenger. We already saw that come into play once in the tournament
Yeah.
here. Hopefully they remember that's bugged as hell and someone picks it up. But
I don't know if you saw that, Gareth, but it's insane.
It stays. It's persistent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It stays like even when you die.
Yeah.
And it like has no limit. There's no like interval between. It just stays on you.
yeah, as long as it's running, you have unlimited attack speed. Is pretty ridiculous.
It doesn't like take a pause, you know? So we know Dispersion's coming first for Piggy. And now we see the games begin. Does Tonton go? What does so Astral Step first pick? I think it's pretty
I would
nice.
say it. Yeah, it's like Venge Aura, but now you're letting Astral Step, you're letting Nether Ward, Reaper Scythe.
We've been seeing Reaper Scythe get prioritized a lot in these tournament games. Okay, so here's the Elder Dragon form, and this turns Clinks from a trash hero to playable, I think.
At least being able to take towers. They
Okay,
deny
so
the Unleash, that's good.
So what does he want with Unleash? Like Desolate or something? Searing Arrows?
Searing Arrows would be actually quite good.
Yeah, sure. Inspector. Do we see? Okay, Astral Step.
And Lance is going to take Snowball, right? Unless Marcy steals it. Oh, Demonic Purge first. So they've picked up 4 out of 5 ultis already. So that leaves like Vengeance or a Death Ward potentially. Leaves Haunt for someone. I don't know, do you want Haunt with Vengeance Aura?
I think what we're going to see is no one on Dire picks their ultimates, except someone on Dire will take the Night Stalker, the Hunter in the Night. I like these picks by Marcy. We have a solid ultimate.
Why would they take that over like Death Pact or?
No, I'm not saying early up like prioritized. I'm just saying I would expect to see that picked up at some point, because all of the other spells are kind of much of a muchness. I think getting that combo is quite nice. So, okay, so they got Disruption into Ether Remnant. Rob has gotten the Searing Arrows, which is nice with Unleash. Do we see something here? Okay, Dragon Blood on the Clink, so that's going to give him a little bit more sustain.
I just want to see what Tonton picks, honestly. Like Venge Aura with what? There aren't any sick combos. They've taken Nether Ward away from him. So he's the one that's going to be going Venge Aura with right click.
Yeah, and this means that like I think all of the ultimates are kind of decent, you know, on the remaining ones. Obviously, Tonton doesn't want to get life drain.
He wants to be active. He wants to be killing people.
Yeah.
It hasn't been a Tauntaun game or day or whatever for like forever. So we need a big Tauntaun carry thing.
So now we don't need to see any more ultimates coming out from the Dire side. They're gonna go full spells now. What is still good in the pool? I think Maledict is something worth discussing. Yeah, Barrage is solid.
Picked up immediately.
And then Rob. Does Rob want to go Rebound or something, or does he want the? Okay, he wants the Steroid. I was thinking maybe Maneuverability would be good for him, so he can stick onto people. Rebound's good for that. Dissimulate's decent.
Does Marcy go for the Resonant Pulse?
I think you kind of want to leave that to Piggy.
You do. I guess that's not bad. But it is nice with you are going to be going.
Rob wants Tag Team.
Yeah.
Fish is going to steal it.
Okay. To me, it just seems what do you want to have with Demonic Purge? And you're going to go Ags eventually for Demonic Purge, but maybe you're right. Maybe Resonant Pulse gets stashed.
Tusk if you're trying to support Marcy, you're not thinking about Ags builds, I think.
So what do we see by Tusk here? Does he... Okay, he steals it out. So he gets Walrus Kick eventually. And Marcy? Fireball. So they're spreading out a couple of the stuns, but I do like this Tusk build with Disposed Dragon Tail.
I mean, Tusk and Void Spirit both have a lot of stuns.
I'm going to be seeing the Death Ward coming out here.
These lanes are going to be difficult to play for Maslyata against Magic Missile, Snowball, Dispose Dragon Tail, and the fact that the two side lane is going to be the Pugner and the Clinks, right? So you've got ranged heroes playing into all these stuns and disables. If someone's out of position, they get caught and killed pretty quickly.
Now, what does the ogre
No
go here? Does he
Desolate
go
on
oil?
Rob, yeah.
Breathe fire? I think breathe fire is underrated because it does damage reduction. Stacks with the Wraith Pact. Nice with the dispersion as well. Maybe he does. Yeah.
I think
I'll take
Ignite with talent is too good to pass up, and Breathe Fire without DK talent is like, DK
sure.
picking it is way better than Ogre picking it.
You're totally right. So we have a Night Stalker that has Vengeance or instead of Crippling Fear. So my feeling is that the Radiant draft seems nicer quite a bit.
I really like I don't know, Tauntaun's build is nice. I really like the two support builds on the Dire team. Wait, hang on, no, it's Tusk. Tusk is not a support. Okay, so he's gonna be swapping the Fausta. So it's Pugna support, Tusk is 3. I think overall I'd favor the Radiant as well.
But I do like the different classes that we see coming out here on the Dire side.
Yeah, it's just like the big thing is always the Klink's model carry with Dragon form. He's basically Dragon Knight with Burning Barrage. I hope he buys BKB this game because if he doesn't, he's gonna lose.
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't know. This Klink's is the weak link, I think, in the draft.
Let's get a prediction going here for blocked by BKB. The one thing is, like, I just think this Vengeful Spirit will possibly get out of control. One has to also look at the talents of Vengeful Spirit are not super good, but 10 agility at level 10 and the 2 Wave of Terror armor, I think those are pretty insane. 10 agility, 2 Wave of Terror armor, and you're casting that spell every 10 seconds. So,
as long as
you're
doing
-8 aura.
People, she's going to be hitting them very, very hard.
Yeah, I think that we're going to see this Vengeful Spirit getting out of control. And I don't think anything on the Dire side will be able to stop it unless we see Tauntaun go full Tauntaun. Speaking of that, Dire team going to be running through the jungle doing some scouting here. Vengeful Spirit's going to pop out and poke and see them. But instead they're going for the Mossy. Stun. Oh, and they get the Remnant disposed. And it looks like Tauntaun's going to...
Thanks and have fun.
Getting what he wants.
Such a good level 1 lineup with all their stuns. Still going to be 2 for 2 bounties though, it looks like. Rob, Ginseng going to get both of the top ones.
Yeah, Ginseng did a good job there, moving straight towards there, recognizing they have the space. Alright, so we're seeing a ward placed here, not as good as the one we saw earlier in the mid lane to block the small camp. And I think that this game we're seeing a little bit more of a priority on Tauntaun here. Because Tauntaun's been kind of dunked on by Piggy in the mid lane. So not just in terms of farm, but in terms of game impact. And yeah, some casual high-fiving. What's Len's got? Okay.
Marcy missed the sentry.
Oh, poor Marcy. Top lane's a cask. Flop. I think so. There was some discussion in the Twitch chat about the Dragon Blood and about how it's not that good on Clinks, but it was a good block pick because you don't want to give the Ogre Magi, or sorry, the who was it? There's dispersion. The DK. You don't want to give him DK aura, DK armor, Dragon Blood stuff, and dispersion. Would be too much. So.
Yeah, it's just often you don't want your position 1 to be the one block picking, right? You want your ideal draft most of the time on your primary core hero.
Yeah, but you say that, but I think that Dragon Blood will help him sustain in this lane, and I'm surprised he went sidekick on top of that.
You know, they won't need Barrage until later, right? That's his farming tool. So he'll probably just keep 1 and 1 in his 2nd and 3rd, max out Barrage, get Dragon form at 6.
Yeah. I just mean it's a block pick, but it's also a block pick. You know, it's like one of those passives that helps him through the laning stage. So Tonton, almost level with his piggy counterparts.
Radiant should look to their bottom tower.
Yeah, and both
one
get
thing
the runes to refill. They do get
nice
disposed bottom though.
Oh my god.
Marcy, jumping around, back in with a rebound. Hugner nearly finishing her off, but
Oh,
dies
one
to
hit.
this vengeful spirit with level 2 searing arrows.
He had magic stick. I don't know if he had it on him or if it's just appeared because he's died.
Not so fast.
In top lane, Ginseng trying to go quite aggressive and blop at sidekick. Living up to its name.
Tonton shard blocked in mid as well. Taking quite a few tower hits. Piggy, no more cooldowns to spend, so Tonton going to try and turn and hit him a little bit. Always has the water in his backup. Not really under threat of dying. But it's going to be annoying once this Ignite comes back off cooldown and Piggy decides to turn and hit him again. Shards in 2.
He does have the water.
Always scared of the reactive TPs. Like Piggy, I think they could have gone for it and killed him. In the meantime, we lose Faustus bottom again. Bloodlust, searing arrows, plus this rebound fire blast. Always able to get the Marcy on top of someone.
Yeah, also what's kind of interesting is, I guess maybe not super interesting, but I really like Rebound and Dragon Tail when I'm playing in the safe lane. Because if you're standing in, for example, where Blop is, and the supports come forward, you're able to dispose them and Dragon Tail them under tower. And nice cast coming out here. Gonna reset the more aggression a bit there.
Lenska down bottom. This Venge with boot. Incredibly speedy. Minus arm from the Blightstone and the Wave of Terror. Just making short work of the little Pugner who has low HP, pretty low armor.
Yeah, this is what I was afraid of. I just feel like there's no laning counter to this Venge. And later on, you know, if he buys VKB, if he buys maybe Dragon Lance and some Yasha related item, I think maybe you could also argue for a Mantis style this game. It's not really an item we see picked up as much now in AD. But yeah, this is looking reminiscent of some of the group stage games where no jungle were so pressured in the offlane.
Yeah, like they chip away at Rob top and they get some good damage on him. Blop might be able to finish him. Oh, it's close and the barrage doesn't hit. Fish out of regen, Blop out of regen, so now Ginseng has completely free reign of that top lane, do whatever he wants to. He's going to try and track back and chase Fish, it looks like. Cask to simulate, might be able to kill him as the Venge just picks up another one. They're diving tier 1. Lenska stunned under tower, does have a Remnant try and zap the Marcy. She'll die to the tower hits anyway. But killing this Tusk and keeping your Venge alive in lane near the top of the CS. 4 kills already. Incredible spot.
I just don't know what they can do about it. They can't afford to send Fish bottom. They can't swap the lanes up in a way that'll help them. So they've just got to deal with it. They've just got to persist. And hope that the team fight value that comes from Lensk and from Maximus is justifies his feeding. Meanwhile, Lensk is going to get killed. Seems like.
Yeah, banish into Remnant, but the body blocks from Marcy. And now the hits from the Venge. 1, 2, 3. Take him down. That's a good dispose back under tower, but yeah, like Faustus respawns the double wave under his tower. He has to clear that up, so it leaves Lenska completely open. And he's still without boots on his Tusk, so you can never run away from this disposed Fire Blast and Bloodlusted Venge. So incredibly quick with the full treads now. And they'll just go again. He has to Dragon Tail stun the Marcy. He'll get Resonant Pulse out, but Fire Blast into the Unleash. Banished by some time with a Remnant. They escape. So Unleash down. Venge not getting the full effectiveness out of it. But now they'll turn again on the Pugner. Easy pickings.
The sky despises the look of you.
And with bottom lane going so poorly, they need other areas of the map where they're picking up the slack. But Blop doing
gotta leave, right? Like he can't come back to this lane. He's just gonna keep dying and dying and dying again. He's got to go somewhere else and make some space, do some things in the jungle setup.
And set up some stacks, maybe find a kill with Tauntaun. But it's like ganking into mid lane, it's an ogre, right? 9 armor, 1100 HP. You're not killing him with just a Pugna Night Stalker. So it's an option of, do I go jungle and stack, or do I go top and make kills? And they're both opposing sides of the map in terms of where he needs to be for it. It's difficult to choose one or the other.
I think he stacks triangle maybe once or twice, and then looks to make a kill. But one thing to say is he can't, like, not only can he not gang the ogre, because the ogre is so tanky, the ogre hasn't really been middle. The ogre's been on, like, adventures of some kind, and he's going on one right now.
Yeah, and an easy Reaper scythe kill on Blop. Like they're trying to make a play bottom at the same time. They chased the Venge back and did drop her reasonably low, but the fact you're losing 2 heroes top to this ogre rotation, it's got to hurt no jungle a hell of a lot. Now you're waiting for Tauntaun Ags, you're waiting for Faustus to kind of hit level 6, get himself an item to start playing the game. And Clinks is always going to be a worry as a position 1, like we said during the draft. You know, weak model. Doesn't have an amazing build. It's pretty decent with Burning Barrage, Dragon Form, but he'll need stacks later on. So I think the way to catch up for Dire has got to be very jungle-centric, even if it's against their team name, as Lenska gets jumped on again. Cask bouncing around. They'll focus the Venge, though, to simulate forward. Venge going to die here, but gets a takedown on his way out. And now the turn on to Fish with Marcy and Spectre running out of gas. Tauntaun's rotation. Looking for a couple of kills. Ginseng, he's got the cast bouncing back onto Fish under the tower. But Tauntaun's damage is too powerful for him. The snowball back in will help them secure this kill, or maybe not. Ginseng's dissimulated, but they've got this Hunter in the Night, the Dark Ascension, ability to chase down as they trade out pretty effectively.
He had stick there. I don't know if he would have lived, but it was really close.
Oh, does Tauntaun die to Piggy? Piggy's invis. He's under a dire sentry, so they see him. Tauntaun regen rune. And TP home. He's out.
Nice.
That just missed.
Yeah, this is what I said during the draft. Is like, for Radiant, for Dire to have a chance here, it's like all on Tauntaun. And Fast is going to die once again in the bot lane. Not much to see except 3 people running up to him and punch him in the face.
Yeah, he's not having a game.
Lenska's meanwhile getting a little bit of XP, I think. But Piggy says, I'm not allowed to have that much fun. Dying those creeps. So yeah, that was an interesting engagement. I mean, the net worth is pretty close. Blop is still blopping in the top lane, and he's about to get up his what's he gonna go for? I mean, he's going for Maelstrom, but does he finish the treads first? He's picked up the javelin first. Interesting. And yeah, Blop is also using Dragon off cooldown, trying to harass Rob, but who's going to go Shadowblade? That's something we actually, I mean, Silver Edge. Do we need that to deal with Rob's dispersion? Or is that just maybe the Tusk?
Tusk is in no position to buy Shadowblade or Silver Edge. Like, I think it's Tauntaun, if anyone.
They're diving top. And Blop's in a lot of trouble here behind the tower, throws out a barrage. Gets Reaper's Scythe. TPs are coming. They're going to be able to catch one.
Oh, Spectre tanks the Remnant. He's got Maledict on Rob, though.
Yeah, Rob's
pounding him. Ginseng's going to tank a lot of it as well. I mean, Maledict's doing a lot of damage here to the both of them, but now Piggy, his double kill about to turn into a triple. Shadow Walk and the Cask, but the Remnant dragging him closer. 5 seconds for Ignite, but couldn't keep it going.
Strange that Tauntaun wouldn't TP for that. Maybe, I mean, it is daytime. I guess if it was nighttime, maybe a different story.
Oh no, Lenska died to Mud Golems or something. Disruption's actually going to kill him rather than denying him to neutrals.
Oh, and this is something I haven't seen for a while. The Falcon Blade. Forgot that item existed.
Yeah, we only ever saw it like a little while, I don't know, like during Kiev Major on Spectre or something. Outside of that, it is not picked up at all. But it makes a lot of sense with Searing Arrows. Just got permanent mana regen.
I mean,
Dark Ascension from Tauntaun. Rob under tag team. And they've got another Death Ward. Use it top, use it mid, get some good kills. But Blop is dying to Piggy. Do they have reveal? No reveal. Sentry placed. They see him for a second under that sentry, so they can open up on him. That's a huge kill on Piggy. Now, maybe the Marcy as well. Dragon Tail, dispose. Walrus Punch if he wants it. Oh, the cask bounces, holds them all back, and just rebounds away.
Man, I hate Cask. I hate Cask so much.
Oh dear.
They stacked a little bit there.
Yeah, but Rob is just so tanky in the middle of them. If they put spells on him, he just punches them to death. Yeah. He's going to get a triple, you know? I mean, okay, Venge is going to steal it. Borrowing the kill from Rob. But now you can transfer it into tier 1 as a Scythe on the Pugner. This is all getting out of hand now. Game 3 in its best of 5, it's been a one-way street for the most part, but now I feel like no jungler just completely out of steam. Their morale must just be obliterated after the losses.
I was gonna say, they've been playing for a while today, and those last 2 games just hit pretty hard.
And it looks like they're all running bottom to get another kill on Fastest. 5 deaths to 13 minutes. His partner in crime, the Pugner, 7.
Yeah, the Spectre is ahead of the 3-4-5 position on Dire Team. That's not a good look. Clinks is barely ahead of the Spectre. It's like 900 gold difference. And Blop, you know, he needs to go this Treads Maelstrom. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if he has time to go Gleipnir. It's got to be something like a BKB. I'll just keep saying it. But then even if he buys BKB, there's still, you know, Demonic Purge. There's still Unleash, right-click physical damage. But if he doesn't buy BKB, he gets Reaper Scythed and hit with one damage spell, and he's dead.
That is that disadvantage of that Clink's hero model. He is just so damn squishy.
And yeah, I don't know if you saw Rob's build, but he's gone Hood Vanguard and he's going Pipe. So on top of being a Dispersion tanky DK who's going to be able to Death Pact something and Breathe Fire, he's also going to be piped up and Vanguarded up. So yeah, I don't think Rob's killable until... I don't think Rob's killable unless he goes full Rob.
And you never go full Rob, right? You know.
I think Radiant needs to Dire needs to just try to split them up. There's no way they can win a big team fights. So do what they were doing earlier when Tonton was pushing top and Fastest was pushing bots and try to get them there, but
nobody goes top. Top jungle is out of bounds. Top tier 2 out of bounds. I don't think
not anymore.
Not
anymore. But I'm saying Tonton was pushing the top wave, which is how this whole push started. I think it's a bad decision for them to try TP in and make a fight. But maybe it's because they see Rob in the mid lane and they know he's not there.
Wow.
Rob's still far away from this team fight.
And Radiant just put the Venge to hit tier 2 and then no one comes to save her. They've got everyone up here. Yeah. Trying to turn the fight onto Tonton now. Piggy with the Reaper Scythe. He's been juked around. The tree lines there. Night Stalker just dancing over the canopy. Oh, tried to blow up Lenska, but he's going to escape with a slice of HP. And now the Scythe onto the Night Stalker. So at least trading 1 for 1. As Marcy battles Lenska. Life Drain comes out. And Fish with Faustus will track back and kill the Marcy off. Yeah, I think that's a lapse in concentration from the Radiant. Either the Venge leaves, like they're pinging it now. You can see them pinging the tier 2. Like either the Venge leaves the tier 2 and comes to join the team in the jungle, or the team sits behind the Venge and hits the tower. You can't do a bit of both. You've got to commit to one. And now Venge has respawned and TP'd mid. Tonton with his Aghanim Scepter illusion. An absolute pain in the backside.
Yeah, this AoE Void is really flipping annoying as well.
Halberd on Fish is going to be big.
How's he got that?
Well, he doesn't yet, but he's not far away.
Yeah, he isn't. You're right. 800 gold, so 750 to go. And he's also got the one of the most broken ag shards, which is magic missile, goes with it bounces. Really
Don't forget switcheroo.
Yeah, switcheroo is really nifty. But here comes that push into the top lane once again, and once again they don't have Rob there. So maybe we're gonna
I just don't see this as a good place to fight and try and defend around. Pugna buys back. Maybe the fact that they've shown a hero bot and the Venge is missing, they can take this Marcy out, defend the tower.
Dire's top tower is no more.
The Radiant really needing to regroup and bring the numbers here. If they keep allowing Dire to like, you know, usually this top tier 2 is just something you leave be, but if Radiant don't bring the team fight to them, they're giving so many free kills over to no jungle as Tonto just pops his ulti and chases Ginseng. Misses the Void. Astral Step to high ground gets him out. While Rob and Blop are having an interesting discussion in the triangle. Blop takes out the Ancient Stack and now turns it back onto Rob with Disruption, Remnant, Maledict. But this is a Hood, Vanguard, Dispersion, Dragon Knight. You need more than 2, so 4 heroes surround him. That's what we like to see. Take down Rob eventually.
They're all gonna like. I'm not joking. If they were all closer and fighting him, they would have died to the Maledict Tech Dispersion. Classic Rob.
A gift from the goddess.
And once again, this Vengeful Spirit says, "Oh, where should I be in the game? I'm going to be top lane by myself. Supports are coming, but they're a little bit far behind. And going to claim the outpost back." What do we see here? What do we see?
Blop is not buying a BKB, that's what I see.
Yeah.
Gets the shard, nice. Fireball's good.
Win or lose, I think we have to have an intervention with Blop.
I mean, it might be medical, right? You might have an allergy to BKB, and that's something that's perfectly fine, but we should send them to a doctor and get some medication for it for sure. This could be good for Radiant. They're setting up for a nice jump. Dragon Tail onto Piggy, but there's the Crippling Fear, stopping any kind of disposed play. Ginseng jumps straight on in. Blop unleashes a bit of damage. Tonton will take down the Nether Ward, and now Radiant repositioning themselves to try and put Rob on the front lines and scout them out.
Here's Robbie. And now it's daytime. Now everyone wants to run away. Also,
Blop,
Dragon
Dragon form.
Yeah.
Faster I fly.
For farming purposes, probably. Knowing Blop.
Oh my god. Yeah, Blop gets jumped and just almost immediately dies. Reaper Scythe will finish him off. He's gone for 45, and it's unleashed from the Vengeful Spirit, taking down the Pugner on the high ground as Ginseng and Rob pummeling into this Tauntaun. Poor
Man,
guy.
he's cost.
Fish turns into a little piggy. The cast just bouncing between all of them. Maybe Tauntaun with his illusion can kill off one on the retreat, but he's going to get focused down now by another Ignite, another Shards. And Ginseng will have to assimilate to dodge away from another initiation from the Night Stalker.
I think
So that's a
might try catch
man wipe.
Dire's middle tower is no more.
And it's right in front of the base. So tier 3s. I don't know if they can be taken in 20 seconds, but it's pretty close. And I think Rob can almost taste it. His rivalry with Blop. After so many games of accusing each other of throwing. We're at a point where Rob can just taste that victory.
Fish comes in. Defend alone. Dying inside the shards. Piggy with the Aghanim shard, ice shards. Doing so much damage over time with the Ignite.
That was an interesting move. And what I kind of like is, despite the fact that they're so close to taking the racks, they don't push it, even though they know it'll be a 5v4. They instead go back and push out their side lanes, get themselves prepared, ready for possibly a Roshan, or just taking more outer towers. There's still one outer tower remaining. And they're going to be going on middle lane here.
Position
like you're gonna
5, Marcy.
Yeah, more than willing to just take that one for the crew.
But it's like, what next? We get tier 1 tower. That's nice. Can't really go Roshan off the back of this. But some good warding from Lenska, so you'll see up into the Radiant Triangle now at the very least.
Yeah. 10k gold, still the advantage. And Piggy's standing there. They know I think they know where he is.
Well, they're focusing Spectre, who has to assimilate, but they've got the chain stuns. And enough damage from Blop and Lenska to take him down. Now Piggy back into Invis. They've got Dust on Pugna, Dust on Tusk, but no sentries or anything to see him preemptively coming.
Can they rush? I don't think they can.
Nope. And they've... Oh, Tauntaun. Is he in trouble? Shards blocking perfectly. He's got to have to Dark Ascension.
Yeah, he really didn't want to do that.
You're going over the shards again. But yeah, Ag's Halberd on Night Stalker, going Aghanim Shard next. It's not just Blop, right? It's the whole team. Faustus is the only one in these games that's bought a BKB and really used it. Fish going to drop bottom lane. He'll snowball to delay the inevitable, but Venge Ogre offering so much damage. Halberd buys a couple of seconds of time. Piggy's still there with a wicked 6 streak, though.
Some funny good sounds there as Blop falls. Big fan of the ogre voice. Oh, speaking of which, tries to come in and get a courier. Breaking ankles though.
Lenska's Void Stone. No. Oh, that was his Ether Lens.
I mean, it's not like he casts 2 spells.
Do we have Wraith Pact on Dire? Because Rob is closing in on his. No. Ether Lens Lenska. Blink on the Tusk. And Fish Void Spirit just has the Halberd going into that Ag Shard like you said earlier on.
How close is Rob to his? Oh, he's just got
Like
the Vlads.
1500.
He's just got the Vlads.
I guess like 1,000 now.
Yeah. So Tauntaun is going to go Shard. I mean, I think he needs BKB too, but I think he needs BKB ASAP. I do want to say that we do have an update on Blop's items, and none of them include BKB. Yeah, I think that is a good summary of our general feelings.
That about sums it up.
And yeah, let's. And then what are we seeing else on the Dire side, the Radiant side? I like this Spirit Vessel, by the way, for Blop.
Smoking and fighting into Aegis.
Bold move.
They're holding high ground. Their vision isn't great. They've got... actually, it just expires. They had the kind of lane ward mid. Radiant has deep observer ward that could scout them if the smoke breaks. Oi, 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 oi. Dire do have glyph, so it's not a simple straight high ground push. This is more of the net closing in around them. Top lane, mid lane shoved in.
Can Fish just run bottom and hit the back door of this tower? It's on 80 HP. Just do it. Just do it.
Too spooky. They need Fish to fight.
Tauntaun? Did he see Ginseng sneaking on by there? Yeah, he did. Well, he might not have seen him, but he saw the ward placed. And this is really a strength of the Dire side. Is their high ground.
Not sure about that banish. They caught him with a Gleipnir. Marcy getting stunned up. Rob trying to tank up a little bit, but she gets blown up completely. Ginseng's now in with the Astral Step. The shards are good to block in Faustus, but this life drain from Lenska healing it back up as the Death Ward. And that barrage burst through. Well, a lot of the damage in onto Rob, but he's not tagged by Maledict. They've now lost their Tusk. That's just the tankiness, the raw power of Rob, just the front line with this Wraith Pact, Crimson Guard pipe on top of the dispersion. The rest of his team just sits behind and does a bit of damage here and there.
I do want to say that, like, despite what you're saying, there is pretty good high ground defense for the Dire side here.
Yeah, I mean, they take the Aegis. They've killed the Venge, and now they can focus on Rob a little bit. Ginseng in onto Fish's Void Spirit to simulate to stand his ground. But yeah, Rob is too tanky. Even with Maledict on him, he's just not falling. They disarm the Venge before she can finish off Lenska or Blop. And very deep now. Venge has to try TP home, but the BKB will expire. Ethereum catches, and Venge
that's huge.
Steps too far into the enemy base. And Faustus, he can taste blood in the water. He desperately scrambles out, trying to catch anyone left in the back. But this jump in with the Astral Step and the Cask. He bounced onto the creeps, though. Could have been a perfect two-hero. Cask bounce back. Marcy, having respawned and rejoined the fight, wants to kill off the Tusk. Disruption delays it, but still with like Demonic Purge and Ignite on him, they'll die and lose Lenska too. Blop with a barrage, trying to finish off Ginseng, but a dissimulate dodge and jump into the middle of them as Piggy arrives. Rob gonna come back in and slap around Tauntaun. The Void slows them. So Tauntaun can try and make his retreat, but there's still Ignite, there's Fey Grenade, there's Spirit Vessel, and he's dead.
Oh my word. The Cask is just doing too much. Too much. It's the Ginseng of the last game. It's unfair. It's unreasonable.
It's like usually you'd think Astral Step, you want it on a core hero, but the fact he's able just to, as a support, jump in, Cask, dissimulate, jump out, Crippling Fear, jump in, jump out. So many ways to play guerrilla tactics, basically, as this Spectre. Just so good when you know the Dire are reliant on having this Dragon Form barrage as one big burst bit of damage. They've got Dark Ascension on that pretty long cooldown. They need Death Ward, they need Maledict. So as soon as a couple of these spells are on cooldown, it's just Ginseng in and out. Faustus has BKB queued. Blop has Dragonlance queued.
Oh, well.
And purchased.
A gift from the goddess.
Maybe he'll disassemble it into BKB, who knows.
Bottom tower, is it going to fall? It is. I take the second tower of the game. Woohoo!
Yeah, that's what I need. I need the Mario woohoo.
But yeah, one thing to say also is the Dark Ascension only lasts 30 seconds. And given how long these team fights are going on, they are going on during the daytime and he pops out. It is a very short window. Cooldown is, whatever, 100 seconds longer than it lasts.
Where are they going? Roche is minimum 3 minutes to spawn.
Triangle?
Yeah, going into Triangle here doesn't feel amazing. They're just looking for anyone. It's just like a desperation smoke. They just want to find anyone to connect with. It's like that kind of like the CS:GO play style of contact play, right? You find someone and play off the back of that rather than setting up and figuring out where to fight. It's just see someone, get someone.
I think in this case, like
Venge
if there was
bottled.
I think in this case, if there was anyone in the Venge Triangle, in the Radiant Triangle, it's Venge. And by killing the Venge, their thought is maybe that the game is prolonged by another few minutes. But what are they prolonging for? What is Blop going to have queued up next? How does he taunt us so effectively? No items in the quick buy. No items in his head either. We don't know what he's going to go for.
They're dying to Ice Shards. Piggy puts Ice Shards high ground, catches Blop and Tauntaun. Faustus had to dispose the Clinks to get him out of it. That's true, Sam. Yeah, they do have 2 die wards up there, so smoking and playing into their ward makes some sense, but no Roshan, no ability to take tier 1 top lane. I think it would make maybe more sense to try and go into their own triangle and just place wards there and fight around that. But it's one of those situations where there's no good move. Like, every move feels bad, but you have to make a move to try and break the rut, right? You're breaking the status quo. Six Reaper Scythe stacks on the Ogre as well. 16 HP, 8 mana regen. Octarine Core. He is nasty.
I mean, and I know that you have these VODs will be uploaded to YouTube afterwards, but based on how this gameplay has been occurring here, I think we might have a couple more places we can upload them to. Oh, some action here. Spectre gonna get destroyed. Everyone else
That's
runs
another-
away.
It's another 5-man smoke into a support kill, right? Like 5 minutes ago they killed Marcy
Yeah,
mid,
it's
now they kill a
Marcy.
Spectre. And it's another case of what next? You know, we can't go kill a tower, we can't kill Roshan, so it's all about map space and finding additional pickoffs now. Marcy might be an opening for them. The Void and the Gleipnir, good damage. So both supports dead on Radiant now as Rob still tries to frontline for his Ogre and Venge, who are coming in with the Unleash, but Faustus stuns her. They're focusing the Venge now, disarmed and disabled.
Has BKB still.
Does, and with the Satanic, shouldn't be under too much threat of dying. They're toying with them, no jungle. Spamming spells and delaying as much as they can. But there's a Reaper Scythe kill on Fish. No, not quite. Snowball, the magic missile bounce. Buys him a little bit of time, but now you're looking at DD Rune spawning bottom. 10 seconds left for the 2 Radiant supports to respawn. Roshan potentially up in 10 seconds as well. And all the timings coinciding here for the Radiant.
Yeah, 33 minutes, 17k gold. I mean, it's in some sense it's been a slower rise to that, but it's also been over the whole game. Over like from the start, it's been a
Venge has the BKB Satanic. She took a lot of damage from Tauntaun and Faustus, but now is able to get herself a bit of distance and turn to do the damage herself. The cask bouncing back in onto Tauntaun, but Venge disarmed once more. Can't finish off Fish, who's disposed back towards safety. Dying to the Spirit Vessel, though. And Tauntaun still in the middle of them. As the Fireball does a decent job at zoning them away, but Faustus stuck on the low ground means they've got 2 heroes down for a minute. Shards will trap Lenska inside, and he's got no way of escaping. So much magic damage comes his way. 3 gone now. And a 5v2 in this dire base. Tauntaun, he's gone in. I don't know. He's trying some last-ditch effort to defend his tier 4s and his ancient. Good 4-man, 5-man Gleipnir with a burning barrage as well. But they've called the Grats. It looks like they're going to call the GG soon as well. As Tauntaun brought to his knees.
Press the button, Gary. Press the button.
Which button?
The button that summarizes this gameplay.
There's too many buttons. There's just too many buttons.
Oh, Tauntaun gonna die again just for fun. I mean, that's with the
I know which button you want me to press, but you've tried to force it so hard. I just don't want to press it now.
The setup is ruined.
Well, the setup has to be natural. You can't just, you know.
Just do it. Well, it looks like no jungle actually gonna try have one last fight.
The fake GG?
Yeah, fake GG.
Fake GG.
But I think
I
it's
don't
gonna.
know.
I think this unleash.
They can't touch Rob. Blop is useless. Blop is TPing back to Fountain when he's stuck in shards.
I mean, what can I say? Klink's model playing his core.
Feels bad, man. I mean, Tauntaun's still, you know, trying his hardest, doing a good job. Looking for the Vengeful Spirit to get the kill there. Burning Barrage tickling Marcy. But Piggy with his Octarine Core just perpetually spamming spells, and he should get the Scythe kill on Blop here in a second. Get the gap closed, come in towards Blop. Go on.
They're gonna love him.
Scythe him.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. He's fine.
Scythe him. Scythe him. No Scythe.
He is running away. Interesting. Well,
So Dire hold.
We've seen bigger froze.
wait, Robert, wait. Well, I mean, Rob's whole team's died, so Rob's decided I got to be part of this.
I mean, they have just team wiped them, but I don't know. It kind of felt like Dire called it.
Interesting.
Well, they're playing.
We've seen bigger froze.
Into the Roche pit we go. I'm gonna take it. So what is that? Aegis plus Aghanim Shard. Who needs the shard? They've all got them, haven't they? Lenska doesn't have one. Life Drain is meh. It's okay. Faustus doesn't have, so yeah, just give it to Lenska, I guess. He's given the shard to Faustus, who doesn't have a shard upgrade. Lenska's chasing the tusk. Like, give it to me!
Well, why does Lensk want it?
Because no one else needs it.
Yeah, but I mean, Lensk doesn't need it either. Because he doesn't have Netherward.
I guess. I wonder, does it work? It works with enemy Netherward, though, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure it works with enemy Netherward. Like, it doesn't matter if Netherward is yours or not.
Okay. Well, this is
Thank you so much.
classic Rob. I mean, respect to Rob for being honest about why he wanted to pause instead of just saying milk, but yeah. It's been an epic
Couldn't he have
day.
gone while he was dead, though? Like, he's realized he needed to pee after being dead for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, maybe it was the fact that, maybe it was the thought that of coming back to life that made him need to pee.
Or the sound of waterfalls. In the radiant base, right? The fountain. He's like, oh, I hear the fountain as I'm respawning. I need to go pee. So we have Clink's Aegis with Daedalus, Burning Barrage, Dragon Form level 3. No Aghanim Scepter yet, so he doesn't have the upgraded Black Dragon. I mean, there's a chance for Dire to win. And like, legit, I would be salty as Radiant. You know, you're winning the game, you're pushing high ground. Enemy says grats, and then defends their base and fights you back. I'd be mega tilted.
Well. I mean, if anyone believes that they deserve to win the tournament, we know who it is. It's Blop. And Blop, you know, I'm pretty sure Blop's interpretation of the rules is, you know...
I wrote them, so follow what...
unless the captain calls GG, it's not GG.
Yeah.
But... no doubt Maslyata keep their focus.
And Piggy might die here. They're trying to dust. They're trying to find him. Fish has a dust as well. He's going to spot this. Piggy blinks back, but now Dark Ascension chasing him. TP, and he stops and stuns to catch him with a disruption. They find him. And Piggy going to lose the gem here.
I know you are, but what am I? Wow. Infuriating. I'm gonna ask our consultant temporary admin, who's not an admin of this tournament, but we call him up on special administrative consulting jobs. Space Cowboy, what's your take on the situation on the ground? Let's see what Space Cowboy has to say on the issue. We don't have Officer Malini. He retired from the Dota PD a few years ago. But if there's anyone in the audience who represents cops well, it's there's Cowboy. Real bastard.
Oh, the cut Venge. Disarmed, stunned, down to half HP. Gets the unleash out, but still disarmed. Focus down Lenska, get that kill. Fish about to die as well. That's Wraith Pack saving and protecting all of the Radiant team with that down introduction. And now Faustus. He's gone. Meanwhile, Blop was elsewhere doing Blop things.
Blop has got a big crit machine since the last time we looked at him, which I have to have respect for, but he doesn't have the golden BKB.
Right, he's finished off his Ags as well. Tauntaun and Blop, base defenders. And in comes Ginseng. Blop has that Aegis. I think focusing Tauntaun probably the better course of action for them. Stun up the Night Stalker. He doesn't have buyback. It's on cooldown, but he does have that Venge aura, so if he dies the once, he'll have the illusion to come. Reaper's Scythe will finish him off the first chance. And they've also got him locked down. That illusion not lasting long. He's trying to heal up and do what he can by eating creeps with Hunter of the Night. But now you've lost the top lane of barracks. Night Stalker dead for 110 seconds. And Ginseng just going to BKB himself away from danger.
Even the supports on the Radiant side have BKB.
Yeah, I mean, good little death ward, voodoo switcheroo from Fish. But he just takes so much right click from this vengeful spirit. Tier 4s are open for them as well, but the Unleash still going.
Blob.
Toss him forward. He jumped miles and banished there onto 2 heroes as well with the Lotus Orb on the Venge. And no jungle, completely out of steam now. The Dragon of Blob is hiding on top of the Ancient. Trying to launch projectiles onto a Venge, but she's too tanky. Can't kill her off.
Alright, let's quit the second fake GG. Now for real. Blob is in the middle of it. Dies. Buys back. Bet you there's one person pressing cancel on the GG.
It's not over yet.
It's Blob. I can get BKB. I'll buy it. I'll buy BKB. I promise.
I'll do anything to win. Anyway, what a great ending to a tournament. It is a 3-0 victory for Maslyata. I think we will be bringing in maybe someone from their team, possibly Rob, who is their spokesperson, and Star Feeder. But I don't know, maybe we'll turn this into a big interview. We'll have to see if we can get a representative from both sides, possibly. But congratulations once again to them. How much money do they win? They win like quite a lot, quite a huge amount. I think it is.
It's like 900, right?
950 for first
951.
place. Yeah, and second place is 475.
Yo.
So that's that's a good amount of money for a little 80 tournament. We got welcome Rob, winner. Rob the winner. Welcome,
How does it feel? Rob, how does it feel
great.
for your core heroes to buy BKB?
I don't know. If you need to buy BKB, you are weak.
Yeah.
If
You're
you're
calling
strong, you
your
don't need
teammates
BKB.
weak?
No, just not as strong as me, lol.
Oh, we're
But,
talking
uh,
about Blop. Blop refused to buy BKB in any of these games.
Yeah.
Even
I
your
guess because-
supports bought BKBs.
Yeah, full tryhard mode. That's how you win tournaments. But yeah, in the last game, for example, we had a lot of stuff that went through BKB, the Macropire X, the call, and shit. So BKB
Doom.
wasn't
Yeah,
that
Doom
good.
as well.
But you still have a lot of
Yeah.
stuff that doesn't go through it, like Ice Path, Nick Stun, Ravage.
That's true, but yeah, that's only a small portion. So yeah, I don't know. If you buy BKB too early and lack damage, you won't win. But I mean, this patch BKB feels like you need to buy it every game.
Yep.
Yeah, unless you're a DK with dispersion and pipe,
Crimson, Greaves,
Greaves,
Wraith Pact.
Rave Pact, yeah,
Yep.
and Lotus Orb in the end.
So Rob, how are you gonna be spending your 190 euros 20 euro cents?
I think I will keep them and donate them for the next tourney.
Oh, that's very good. Well, I mean,
Make
maybe
it
keep
forward.
the like 10 euros 20 cents aside for some milk, but 180 euros can go into the next pot. Could be good.
Yeah. First, I'm
And
gonna spread the money to all my comrades for carrying me throughout the tournament. Yeah, the first two
And yeah,
games was, huh?
what do you? Who was? If you have to look and you have to like choose someone in your team to be the MVP, who was it? Because on the on the casting side, I have a clear MVP for the series, but I'm interested to hear who you have.
I think every individual player was MVP in their position.
Okay, but you have to choose one, Rob. That's how this works. You have to. It's uncomfortable, I know, but you have to choose one MVP.
Then I would choose the pig dog.
Okay, I think that's reasonable. He did dunk on. He did win his lane in all 3 games.
I mean, pig dog is the mix of piggy and AD dog. So those two
Yeah.
players are just yeah. They are par to par. I think when we switched up Piggy to mid again and Dog to carry, that was a good decision because Piggy wasn't so comfortable playing carry, and he's more suited to mid and where he shines.
His
well-
game as Spirit was. I mean, as Spirit was
Yeah,
delicious.
solo carrying
God
the game.
tier.
Yeah,
It was so much fun to watch.
Yeah, the first game, it was my first game of the day, and I wasn't even awake yet. It was like a warm-up game for me, and I was just super slow in my head, still a bit hangover from yesterday, and then yeah, my team carried me easy. And now in the last game, I woke up and played myself. That was good.
And then game number 2, Ginseng had disruption plus ice path. Seemed like he was saving everyone. He was disrupting the enemy. He was being like an absolute demon in that game. I was about 3/4 of the way through. I said he's my MVP no matter what.
Ginseng?
Yeah, and in this
Yeah.
game, the cask was doing very frustrating to deal with.
Yeah, it was sick. And it was yeah, it was the only stun we had basically. We had Fire Blast, but the enemies picked all the stuns, so
Yeah.
You
there
only
wasn't
need
much
one.
left.
And apparently
Yeah.
the best one.
Maybe.
Alrighty, so I mean, any questions from you, RGB, Gareth, for the Rob?
No, I'm good.
Was the pause really to go pee, or did you need milk?
No,
Yeah,
I
was-
needed to pee.
Did you?
Why didn't you pee while you were dead?
You were
Because,
dead for so long.
Yeah, because I might need to buy back if they would go push. But
I see.
yeah,
How tilted were you when they said grats and then defended for another 5 minutes?
I didn't even read the chat to be
Oh.
honest.
Wait until Throne dies. That's the true professional competitor.
Yeah, just 0 fucks given. I yeah, I'm untiltable, so I just yeah.
Haha.
Oh, I don't know about that. Do you have any special messages for your opposition captain, Blop?
Yeah, only Blob is the only one who can tilt me. That's why it feels so good to win against him. We are
I
like
mean,
arch enemies and best friends at the same time.
Those
It was
form
Yeah.
the
kind of
best rivalries.
Yeah, it's perfect.
it was kind of interesting to look at the players in each of the teams. I mean, Ginseng wasn't playing with you on Friday. You had a stand-in, but if you look at your team, you have something like 4 players in the top 30. Their team has 2, and you have all of your players except your dog. Whereas they are missing. They have Tonton and Faustus in the top 30, and Blops dropped down to like 70, 80 or whatever on his main. So, and same with Lens. So, I mean, you did have the advantage in terms of the meme points coming in, but you definitely got out of the tournament with a lot more respect from everyone in the community. So, congratulations. Are there any suggestions, ideas that you have for the next tournament? Something you'd like to see? Something you'd like to change? You guys didn't really use your mulligans that much, right? At all.
Yeah,
Really.
we were pretty lucky on the model randoms. So and why use them if you don't need them? Lol. Like
Fair enough.
it's roll a dice, and if you're not super down on the win rate in models, don't use it. Just outplay them. You don't need better models if you play better.
That's good. I mean,
Yeah.
that also goes out to the whole community. If you have any feedback or suggestions, be sure to go across to the Ability Draft Discord or onto the subreddit, and you'll be able to drop in some ideas, suggestions. I'm sure there'll be a post-tournament congratulations and feedback thread by Blobster himself. Be sure to go in there and say thanks to the man for putting on the tournament, collecting money, and thanks to everyone who sponsored money into the
And
tournament.
thanks to Blob. Great
Hear,
tournament
hear.
again.
I know how hard it is
Yeah.
to put on a tournament, so cheers to the man that does all the work.
Yeah,
he
it
did.
was epic.
He also did it in like a short form, like 2 weeks, group stages 1 week, playoffs the next. I mean, you guys didn't go through the lower bracket too much, but there were some best of ones to just quickly speed run through it. But yeah, I mean, if you have any suggestions or ideas,
Yeah, I'd like to see more players in the next tournament.
Okay, you want to see a bigger pool. I mean, how many teams were there this time? There was something like 16?
8, I think 8.
There's 8
Okay,
this
so
time.
next time we go to 16. I mean, okay, I guess this is the time when we can maybe bring in
Blob, pull in
Blob. Blob, join on in. If you're around, I mean, he'll check it out, and
I can pull him.
have a.
Wait. Yo, Blob,
Hey, Blob.
you got pulled.
Yo.
You've been dragged in, and welcome
Congratulations
to
to the second place, Blob.
Yeah, congratulations to Rob for the win.
Yeah,
Hear.
thanks, man.
And you carried them hard in the second game with your tide.
Yeah, after I woke up, it was yeah.
Well
But I
played.
think
everyone.
Well
Yeah.
played.
And thanks to all the people helping with the tournament, from RGBKnights, with all the production, Gareth, Noxville joining the cast, young Elodie in QB, so many people helping out, and
Thor,
Woman,
Joe Woman, still.
Yeah.
Well.
Woman, Thor, so many people helping us out with the coverage of all the games. So I'm really thankful that we have such a great community.
Yeah.
Many hands make
AD
white work.
community rocks.
Yeah. Hope it was a good experience also for the viewers.
Yeah, thanks very much to the viewers who tuned in. I see a lot of new faces, new names in the chat, but also, a lot of people who've been around for a long time. So thanks to both of you for coming along. And like I said, the Discord and the subreddits, invaluable places to give your feedback to Blop. You're even allowed to tell him maybe item suggestions or things that are not good or things that he should buy in games like BKB. You
I
can
don't
do that all in the thread.
understand your points with the PKB. PKB against Call and Necropire with Scepter, and when you have Kraken Shell against the small stuff.
Doesn't matter. I was advocating for your side, but this is the losers getting dunked on interview. You can't defend yourself. It's against the rules.
Do that.
Anyway, Blop, from my side, I'm gonna say thank you and jump off here. But thanks very much for hosting, and leave you with capable hands of RGB and Gareth and Blop and Rob just to say their words and peace out.
Okay, thanks Noxville for everything.
Yeah, I thank everyone, and yeah. Get me time for some pub stomps. I saw Sekta in chat. I didn't see him for months in Dota. Maybe he's in for a pub stomp. Yeah.
True. Good transition to that.
Yeah.
Show the pub players, and then you go
Anti-game.
jungle level 1 again, Rob. Right?
Please go jungle. Win tournament. Now he's the best
Win
player.
tournament and then show that you still you only play serious in a tournament, and then you go make your meme shit again.
Yeah, I mean that's true, but yeah, maybe it's hard to get back out of the tryhard mode. Yeah, time to ruin some pubs. All right, I'm gonna get some beer now, and yeah.
Congratulations, Rob.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah, I think I also need a short break after five games in a row.
Here. That must have been a grueling set to go through there in terms of, not just a 5 long grueling games of Dota there, but just sort of an emotional roller coaster as well.
It's we're not that emotional about the games. We knew that they are a stronger team than us, but we were believing in our chances. So
yeah, there was never a point where
we tried
it was
our best.
completely
We tried our
overwhelmed.
best.
Even when we thought it was over, this kind of thing, there's always the opportunity for you to come back. So you guys
using every trick in the book, fake GG at the end as well, just to give yourself another chance to win.
What? I didn't cancel the GG.
No, Lenska said grats, like implying that the game was over.
Okay, I didn't even read that.
He was trying his best to goad the other team into thinking it was done.
I mean, I had no chance against the Venge anyway on a fucking Klinks model. So
yeah, Klinks model super sad.
Yeah.
Indeed. Well, congratulations again to the winner. Congratulations to you there, Blob, for taking second place. Congratulations for putting on a fantastic tournament. I know just how hard personally myself, having done this all before, it can be. You did a great job, and everyone seemed to really enjoy it.
I hope so. That everyone enjoyed it.
Now, the real question
that's the most important thing
that I got immediately after it was over is, when is the next one?
Oh,
how long do we got to wait for more?
Autumn, maybe at some time. And I hope next time like Rob said, we get a few more teams, because it wasn't even easy to find 8 teams who want to compete. So I hope we showed that playing in an AET tournament is fun, and next time more people want to join.
Here.
Yeah, and here we Also, the winner in chat, Piggy, already asking when's the next tournament, looking for his next paycheck. Nah, somewhere in, I guess in autumn, some point.
Ah. Well, I have
Looking
my
for a-
own schemes and plans coming up for late November myself, so we'll have to coordinate
Okay.
something.
Yeah, don't clash it.
Hmm. Well, again, congratulations to everyone. It's been a blast, but we'll shut it down here, and I'll let you take back over the stream if you're going to do some pubs, or you said you maybe need a break, so
Yeah, short break and then maybe a few pubs.
no worries.
So if the viewers want to see some AT later on, we'll be online.
Stick around for some AD pubs. It's always the best. You all take
Okay,
care,
then
and we'll talk to you later.
GG.
bye-bye.